Hi everyone, good morning. Thanks for joining in session, guys. Let us start today's first class of Snowflake. Okay. Before going to my documentation and all this classes explanation, I'll go generic information about Snowflake. Okay. First question, many of you have why Snowflake? Why I need to go with the Snowflake? So many people have this question, right? Why we want to go Snowflake? Or what is Snowflake? Before that, let me go with what is Snowflake. This is the generic questions everybody have, right? Let us clarify, let us get the more information about these questions and you'll get more knowledge of what is Snowflake, why Snowflake, okay, what you are going to learn. All this information you'll get here. Actually, Snowflake Guys, can you see my screen? I reshared again. Fine. So actually in 2000, it found on in 2012, guys, actually. But when it came into the market 100% means from 2018 to 19. Okay. Between 18 to 19, actually Snowflake came into the market because many companies came forward to go with the Snowflake technology. Okay. Before that, very less response. Many advanced features are developed it between 2012 and 18. And then it full-fledged, I mean, completely 100%, it came with this technology. Okay. 100% it gave the like a high level advanced concept from the into the market. So that's the reason in 2018 to 19 the scope of the Snowflake was increased a lot and lot. So even it is found in 2012, we have to consider as per market, we have to consider it as a 2018 only. Okay, getting my point? So with the help of this information, you can understand how new it is to the market. So it's a new technology, guys. You no need to worry about much about this technology because now companies are totally settled downing with these technologies with their data sources. Okay, that is the benefit who is learning the Snowflake. It's not old technology. You no need to worry about the high level questions or normal questions, normal interview questions you'll face in interviews. Okay, that is my point number two. And Snowflake also. What is Snowflake means? Snowflake also offers storage system. What is doing? It is offering the storage means separate storage system storage system it is offering for the analytical purpose. Storage. Today little bit theory you have to go, guys. Practical session later on I will start. Maximum all are practical sessions. You don't have much theory here. Okay, for your understanding, for getting confidence, like how we are learning and what we are learning. If you get all this information, it will be very helpful to you. Okay. So, and also, how where it is running. Snowflake is a cloud compute based data warehouse. Okay, it is offering the separate storage, that is also fine. But where it is running, on which platform means on cloud platform. On it run on AWS, I mean Amazon services, GCP, and Azure. Any one of this, not on all, any one of this service you can choose at the time of account creation. Any one, okay? So you can choose whatever you want, you can choose as per your requirement. Okay, so that is the that capability is available in Snowflake. That is one of the best feature in Snowflake. Why means, guys, if you go with any other technology, if you go with Redshift, if you go with any other technology, it will depend on only one cloud platform. But here it is able to flexible to Azure data platform, Azure and Amazon and Google also. Okay, GCP. Google Cloud Platform. So all these three are available in the Snowflake platform. So based on your project requirements, you can you can move from one platform to another platform based on the accounts. Okay, that is the benefit. One of the very high level benefit in the Snowflake. If you are working in one project, but the project have different sources, they have a requirement of AWS combination and GCP combination. For example, if you can create one account, total high level account on AWS. Internally, you can go and you can create GCP account also. Means one account, multiple cloud platform it is providing to us. This is recently, almost 6 to 7 months back, 2024 only, they came with this option. So one account can go with one Snowflake account. If you sign up, you can use for multiple other cloud providers also. Okay, and it don't have any infrastructure to install also. So no infrastructure. Why I'm saying no infrastructure means it's a software totally. You no need to worry about for the installation. Okay, it's just software. You don't need to have any headache of installation, configurations, management, software settings. All this is not required. Just sign up and do whatever you want. That is what is Snowflake is. These points are comes under the what is Snowflake. Okay, guys. Then why Snowflake? We have a lot of technology, right? Why Snowflake? That's the next question. Why Snowflake? If someone is asking to you, totally is a pay per use model, guys. Pay pay per use. So what you are using as per your requirement, whatever the resources you are using, only pay for that. You don't need to worry to pay for all the resources, okay, which is not using. That is the benefit from the from this Snowflake. Okay, and we don't have any no infrastructure cost. Other technologies, if you go, you want to set up the infrastructure, you have to assign the admin team for their payments, and you have to manage the maintenance activities. A lot of things you have to do. But here no infrastructure, so no no physical maintenance is required. No administration team is much required to do the infrastructure management. We are going totally with the software concept. That's the reason why it is called, why it is saying no infrastructure cost. Okay, and Snowflake works like ELT and ETL. Okay, both cases. If you want, you can use it as a ELT concept, and if you don't want, you can use the ETL also. It will transform and it will load, or it will load and it will transform. All these combinations, Snowflake can help us to do the process. Okay, that is the reason why we need to go with the Snowflake, and it helps us to create the pipelines, and it helps us to create the dashboards. We can create the dashboards also, guys. Whatever the analytics we want, we can create. And we can perform the transformations. Okay. And we can create the triggers also. Means if you want to schedule anything, You can use the triggers also. So like this, multiple benefits are there, girls. I gave only small few only, but multiple benefits. Tracking the changes, SCD concept. Okay, like this, multiple concepts are available in the Snowflake. That's the reason why we need to learn the Snowflake. High scalability. Not only that, high scalability. Okay, this is one benefit why we are going with the Snowflake. The important benefit I'll explain you here. We can use Snowflake for when we use Snowflake data recovery. If something happened and you lost the data recovery or backup, okay, backup process, okay, it's very easy. You no need to depend on multiple people also. As a developer, you can handle this data backup yourself. You no need to worry about depending on other. You by your own decisions you can do the backups without harming the existing data. That is the benefit why we can go with the Snowflake. That is one of the benefit actually. And data sharing. If you want to share the data with someone, okay, sharing means if you want to share data with someone in a secured and high level way, you no need to worry. With the help of data sharing, without any data changes, I mean, as a consumer, nobody can change that data without affecting the existing current data. We can share the data set to other people easily. That is called data sharing concept. Very flexible concept for us to share with any consumer. If they have Snowflake account, if they don't have Snowflake account, anyone, we can do it this process. And masking policy. Masking generally, if you are if you have sensitive data, you want to hide before going to the report, something like that, you can use masking data on top of one specific table. And based on your roles, means suppose I have four people out four roles, okay, developer role, UAT role, tester, we can say BI role, something like that. Only developer want to see remaining two rows, they should not see the data, it should hide. In that case, without creating separate table for them, in existing table only, in live data only, we can apply the masking policy. It will be very easy to handle. And we are as a please guys, don't touch the screen, Suresh. So it won't be affected to our existing process. Parallelly, it will give the full data for the developer and only masking data for BI team. So these both cases we can handle with the masking policy. Okay. So this is one benefit for us in the in the Snowflake. And one more thing, easy integration. If you want to easy integration means if you want to do any integrations, you no need to worry and you no need to depend on any other tools. If by using the reporting tools integrations or any other integration with the existing connectors, you can do integration very easily. That is the one of the benefit. Easy integration, why I mentioned, means we no need to do lot of steps. Just a few 4 to 5 steps. Between that few steps only you can complete the integration. You don't need to depend on multiple teams to get the help from the integration. Within our hands, within a short time, with the secured method only, you can do integration in the Snowflake. This is how, why we need to learn the Snowflake. Any doubts, guys, here? Tell me, yes. Any doubts? Any doubts, you can ping me in the chat. Okay, all are good with the points. Few people joined just now. That's fine. You can you can check my recording after the session. Okay. Okay. First day, right? People will join bit there and here. You have to just Uh, Raghav, it's not storage purpose. Totally, Snowflake, GCP, whatever the selection you've done, it will work on top of that particular cloud provider for storage and for compute layer also. Okay, we have three layers: storage layer, compute layer, and cloud service layer. Cloud service layer, like is a management layer. I will explain you anyway architecture, but I'm saying only two layers: compute and snow database. I mean storage layer will depend on this selection cloud provider. Okay, clear? Yeah, thank you. Okay, guys. Then traditional important points I'll explain you here. In interviews also it will be helpful to you. Why traditional versus Snowflake? In interviews, this kind of questions only you'll get, so it will be easy for you to explain in a practical way. I mean, with example, something a comparison way. Okay, let us discuss this. With this, who is having some doubts why I need to use Snowflake? I can go with our existing old methods. Means this is the answers for you. Okay. No, Babu, only three cloud providers. AWS, whatever, we cannot use that IBM, all this. This is the high overall worldwide. These are the three cloud providers. We will use these three only. Okay. Okay, fine. So, what is the, let me do something here. 1 minute. Okay. I'll explain you. You'll get a lot of clarity with these points. So, futures. Futures we can understand here between traditional and Snowflake. Okay. And why I'm giving this much clear information means mainly in interviews you may get asked question. What are the difference between traditional and Snowflake? In that cases, you can explain these futures. It will be 100% justified answers for your interview. Okay. So infrastructure cost. Generally, we can compare few things. Infrastructure cost. Right? Yeah. In Snowflake, if you go with the traditional means you can go with Oracle or Teradata, all these are traditional only, okay? If you go with this traditional infrastructure cost, yes, we have in traditional infrastructure cost we have actually, because with the physical setup environment only we are able to do the traditional data warehouse. But if you come with the Snowflake, no, because no infrastructure cost, we no need to worry, it's totally software basis, so we don't have any infrastructure cost on the Snowflake. That is one different. Handling the semi-structured data. If I go with this kind of point, semi-structured data means JSON, XML. Okay, these are mainly JSON, XML in real time. We will see a lot. Apart from that, Avro, RC, Parquet, so many are there. Okay, we need separate ETL tool to do this process. If you want to extract JSON or XML data, for example, you need to perform separate ETL tools perform process to do the extraction of the data. Here we have own process. It in Snowflake itself can do this extraction. Even I will show you this practical example also how to extract JSON and XML by itself, by inside of Snowflake itself, without depending on any outside of the tools. It can extract the data, semi-structured data to structured data. Okay, that is available in the Snowflake. That is one of the best benefit, because many companies will come with JSON and XML and CSV file format. They no need to depend on other other tools to do this process. Snowflake by itself own method, it is going to extract this data. Okay, data loading and unloading. Data loading and unloading. This is also, if you go with the traditional actually, you have to perform the again ETL tools are required for this. For this, we don't want any ETL tools, just copy command. Yes, guys. If you want to do load the data, put and copy. If you want to do unload the data, get and copy. Even we will do in our time working also. I mean, when I'm going to explain you in the copy commands, I'm going to explain how to load and how to unload. So that's easy. Just with the get, put and copy and get and copy, we'll do loading and unloading. But in traditional, it is going to depend on ETL tools again. That is one difference. Okay. And next one, scalability. Already I explained you, high scalability is available in the Snowflake. If you explain these points, guys, more than enough in interviews. You no need to worry about other points. High, okay, because it supports generally support, scale up, and scale up. This is one concept in the compute layer. I'll explain in brief level, but this is the concept is available in the Snowflake. That's the reason we don't have any scalability issues. Okay, that is a one of the benefit in the Snowflake. And administration, admin mainly. So if you go with database administration part, it is required, highly required. Without administration, we cannot move forward here. Highly required. So separate team will be allocated for this, only for administration purpose. But we no need to worry about here because maximum all the administration work is handled by cloud service layer. It's an inbuilt feature. It's a inbuilt. So you no need to worry about your own administration. Snowflake can handle that with the help of inbuilt feature. Okay, so that's the reason I said zero maintenance. We don't have generally Snowflake itself will call as a zero maintenance. As if developers, we don't need to manage much please guys, yeah, much requirements. I mean, much dependence is not required here. Okay, inbuilt performance is there, so we no need to take any headache of maintenance. Okay, that's a one of the benefit what we have in the admin side. So Snowflake never have multiple administration team members also, one or two people. That is also for our purpose or for our requirement, specifically project requirement management, access control. For that purpose, we will go with admin team. But maintenance purpose, not required any maintenance. Okay, and data backup. Here need additional storage. And the process also will be very lengthy in the traditional. If you want to do any data backup, the process will be very lengthy in the in the traditional. But here, easy, easy process and no cost. No cost with cloning. Because of the cloning concept, you no need to pay any additional charges for the storage system. Okay, it will without occupying any space. Clone concept will create a data set for you. That future will be very benefit for the process. Okay, Rohit, please check your mouse. Cursor is making some check marks here. Okay, and data recovery. Okay, backup we have and data recovery process. This all points maybe you feel like theory, but this I'm giving direct interview question, guys. These all points are very important for the interview. Okay. Also, data recovery. Data recovery is not that much easy. Lot of steps you have to take. You have to take the admin permissions. You have to give the some processing steps. Everything you have to do. That's the reason it's a difficult process for the data. I mean data recovery. If you go to Snowflake, with the help of time travel, easy process to do the data recovery. Okay, data recovery is very easy because of time travel concept. Even we also going to handle this concept in our training, so that helps you to understand how it is easy. Okay, even data sharing. Again, here we need ETL tools. If you go with the data sharing, again here need the ETL tools. But here in Snowflake, with the help of concept name itself data sharing. With the help of data sharing concept, we can easily share the data with people who have Snowflake account and who don't have the Snowflake account also. Again, if you want to use CDC, change, change data capture concept, if you want to use or if you want to apply on your project, you need again ETL concept. Sorry. Here, with the help of streams, you can do this process. Just with the help of streams, you can do this process, you can complete this. Okay. And scheduling also. Like there's so many benefits are there, guys. I'm just list outing the high level related concepts, but so many benefits are. You want separate tool, okay? But in Snowflake, with the help of task concept, you can do the scheduling here itself without any tool usage. By default, you can go with the here. In Snowflake itself, you can create the scheduling. So these all are the benefits in the Snowflake, guys. Just if you understand, all are high level only. With the good benefits, we have the Snowflake. Any doubts, guys? Here, please. Your cousin is someone's cousin, I think. Please try to. This is a change data capture concept case. If you have any data in your table, okay, you made some changes. Or some other developer made some changes. How we know? We cannot understand what data was changed. But with the help of CDC concept, it will show what is the previous data, what is the changed data. Both the records will be available in the stream table. So stream table will help us to understand. Okay, this was changed data. This is before data. That kind of track we can make here. Okay, got my point. This is one concept in our training only. I will explain you with the practical examples. Any doubts, guys? With this yeah, Suresh, tell me. Okay, okay. Sorry, you are sharing the details. Sorry. Yeah. Others, any doubts, guys? Today, I'm trying to give the more information about this process only, guys, because tomorrow onwards we will go with the. In next session onwards we'll go with the practical sessions only. But this will be helpful. With this points, you can get the clarity why you need to learn the Snowflake. What is the purpose? All this. Raghavendra, you are asking. Yes, Snowflake with the using the clone concept, you no need to occupy any space for your data. I'll explain it. Clone concept totally purpose of space only. Without using the additional space, you can go with the clone concept and you can avoid the space storage issues. That is one of the concept cloning concept we have, which never occupy the space. Zero copy clone. Okay, guys, got the clarity? Any other doubts? Yes, you can ask any doubt. It may be scratch, basic, very simple question also you can ask me. Because it may be others also may have, they are not asking, you are asking means it will be benefit for all. Okay? Please be open for your question. I'm ready to answer your question. No questions? Okay. Uh, uh, Tanushri, Snowpipe is for streaming data. Totally, if you want to go with any like continuous data loading concept, we will use Snowpipe. Okay, this is one of the concept. I have to go with the AWS combination with Snowflake using Snowpipe. At that for that particular topic, I'll explain you in the practical way. But if I elaborate more, it will create confusion for others. I can give a simple answer for you. Snowpipe is totally for continuous data loading from cloud provider to Snowflake. For that purpose, we will use Snowpipe. Okay. Yeah, Raghavendra, additional cost, separate how a traditional databases are get taking the additional cost like that. Snowflake not required any additional cost. It can do by itself. Yeah, sure, Raghavendra. Once I complete my explanations, I will enable the audio. Okay, just let me close from my side. I'll provide some more material for you. This material will be helpful. I'll provide my notepad and material, both I'll provide. So please refer that and make your own notes. I will suggest to the students, prepare your own notes. Your own notes is very important than my notes, because you are analyzing that, you are understanding that with the final decision of your understanding, you are taking your notes. Okay. That's the reason this is very important. Your notes preparation is very important for your practice purpose. Okay. Every person, please spend some time on notes preparation once you complete your preparation of the topics. So, guys, traditional already explained you so many top points that all are included in traditional. Okay. You no need to worry. Then, if you go with the Snowflake, this is the Snowflake platform. We will go with the this Snowflake platform will help us to connect with that sub different sources. Okay, if you go with the source wise, any source you can come, JDBC, ODBC, different connectors we have, it different detail tools, whatever you want, any tool, any technology, it's very easy to connect with the Snowflake. That's the reason 100 plus source systems are supported by the Snowflake, because it is a best way. I mean, it have its own best way to connect with the all other. It may be cloud technology, not cloud technology, any drivers, anything. It has separate connectors for the dedicated connectors. With the help of that connectors, we can connect with the Snowflake. So source wise, it is supporting the 100 plus and is totally OLAP. Means whatever the database or analytical process you want, you can go with the OLAP concept implementation in Snowflake to get the high level analysis process. Okay. Analysis process, you can take it here and you can go through that. And third party tools, if you go with any third party tools, guys, no worry, it will never say no for the connection. It have its own method to connect with the all other third party tools. And web logs, not only the third party tools, the web application logs connections, all this is possible in the Snowflake. Handling the semi structure, monitoring, scheduling, all this, even resource scheduling, everything is reporting, all these are available in the Snowflake, guys. If I say like this, 100 plus points you'll get actually. Okay. So let me go with the deep level of Snowflake today. Then how to do work with this Snowflake? Then exactly how I can work on top of the Snowflake means using the additions method. We have totally addition method here. One is standard edition, enterprise edition, business critical edition, and virtual private Snowflake edition. These four editions are available in the Snowflake. Okay, these are available in the Snowflake. Okay, the standard edition is a basic edition because it don't have time travel period and multi-clustering concept. Like this, few concepts are not available in standard. This is a very basic edition. That's the reason in real time we will use enterprise and business critical. Any one of this. How I will decide means, if it is data is related to normal e-commerce or other businesses, better go with enterprise. Data is related to financial, like banking sectors or banking related transactions, some sensitive data related, then go with the business critical. Means some additional features, data protection related, some additional features are enabled here. That's the reason. Okay, so enterprise and business critical, both are, if you create two editions also, separate and business sorry, separate enterprise edition and business critical edition, accounts looks like same to same. You don't find any difference in accounts. You don't need to worry about that. Okay. But the features, additional features, whatever the security level features are there, one step more is available in the business critical. Okay, while we are sign upping the account, we will go with the enterprise edition because our data is a practicing data, which is not sensitive data. So I will prefer because every dollar is important for us. That's the reason we will go with the enterprise edition. Okay. I will provide all the materials, guys. Don't worry about, don't, you no need to write anything. I am going to provide you 100%. Sign upping of the Snowflake account will be very easy. Okay. Just you have to use the, okay. You have to give your first name, last name, and mail ID, and your company name. Any company name you can give. You don't need to worry. Like I want to give genuine like that. Any company name is fine. And which location? I'm from India, so I'm using the India location. Just click on continue. Here you'll see this process. Okay. Here you will see Standard Edition, Enterprise Edition, Business Critical Edition. All these are available here itself. So if 30 days free trial account will get 400 worth of free usage. Okay. So this 30 days trial account, this $400 use worth of credits are available. Continuously it will run. Once these dollars are completed or 30 days free trial account time is completed, then only your account going to be locked. Okay, that is the process how it is going to happen in Snowflake. Again, using the same email ID. You don't need to change any email IDs. Just using the same email ID, you'll create one more account. So one email ID, 100 plus accounts you can create it, guys. I'm saying 100 plus accounts you can create easily. Okay, that's the reason I'm saying free Snowflake is easy to manage with the free trials also. So I don't want basic, I want advanced. So I'm going with the enterprise edition. Why you are not choosing business critical means I'm not using any sensitive related data. Then it's not benefit for me. So that's the reason decision making is to enterprise edition. Now you'll see three cloud providers. Whatever I mentioned in the training, three cloud providers we can see here with different regions. So here you will get doubt everyone. How we need to choose specific region, specific cloud provider means it's our choice case. Our choice means business requirement choice, I can say. Because suppose if you go with the AWS combination data sets, for example, the client is working near to AWS, they'll prefer AWS. So that's the way how cloud provider is chosen. And what about how they are choosing the region means which region is near to the data center? That is important. Which region is near to the data center? Based on that that process only, they will find out and they will choose that region. Okay, so total these two combinations will goes on with the help of our source data. So once I check, I'm going with Singapore and just terms and condition agreement and get started. You can skip this survey, not required. Okay. Now you'll get the mail ID. Just it's a one activation link I can say. Yeah, I got this activation link. I'm using from 4 to 5 years this mail ID. Till still it is accepting multiple. You no need to. That's the reason I said you no need to change any mail IDs here. Okay, just click to activate. You have to do. You have to give 2 times password, guys. Let's get started. skip for now. Okay. Yeah. So this is the account what we are going to use. Okay. This is the account. Totally. We can go with this account and we can understand what are the things are available in Snowflake and how we can cover it. Okay. So first point is if you want to write any query generally, okay, if you want to write any query, something like that, you have to go with the note worksheet. No, Suresh, account to account will be have different. Okay, one account won't reflect to other account changes, so it won't wiped out. Even one account, if it is completed the sharing, what is means expiry date, 30 days trial account is completed, then that data we cannot move to new accounts. Again, newly we have to construct the account there. Okay, that's a compulsory. Okay, fine. So if you go with the worksheets, guys, you can go with the worksheets here. Yeah. If you click here also, you'll get the new worksheet. So this worksheet is totally for running the queries. Just to write the query and run the query. It looks like a notepad only, simple method. Just go and write the query and trigger that query. To trigger that, this compute layer will help us to give the resources. Okay. With the help of the compute layer only, it is going to trigger the process. That is the benefit. So where you will write the queries means totally here. If you want to do any adjustment of the screens, you have to do here itself. At the left bottom, you can choose your required things. Okay. This is how worksheet will works for us to write the queries. And also, if you want to go with any, generally the main what will say the main role, okay, the main role is the account admin. Only account admin is like a owner of the total account. Okay, other users won't have 100% access, but account admin will have 100% end-to-end access in the Snowflake. That's the reason I'm saying account admin is a very 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 powerful role in the Snowflake. Remaining also important only, but powerful wise, account admin is the powerful. Okay. And this is about our accounts, which account we have all that account related. And this is about the profile related, about your profile details. Okay. Daily we won't use, but these are the details. Okay. 1 minute, guys. Yeah. So cost management. If you want to go with any cost management related details, how many is spent in currency, spent in credit, every details like compute cost, credit, everything will be available here itself in the cost management. Even consumption related, resource monitor. I will explain you all these topics, but consumption related, how much it consumed, how many credits consumed, everything will be available in the cost management layer. Okay, admin can handle all this. Even warehouses list, how many warehouses we have, or what is the list, how much, what is the, I mean, we can check the graph level also on top of this. So this all available in the warehouse. If I go with the user and roles, who is working with this account, who is the users, what are the roles are available, all I can monitor in the user and roles. Okay, this all available in the Snowflake. And even every session get the benefit here, it is every session, if you go with any session, it have one separate one page for that, or separate session for that. So we no need to worry of mix and match. You no need to worry if I do some changes, it will reflect to other, or like that, it's not there. Okay, every change, every session or every requirement have its own separate sessions. If you go to monitoring, okay, monitoring, what are the queries we ran, copy history, task history, dynamic, all these are available in the monitoring process. And if you go with the data means totally storage purpose. So we have how much storage, 400 credits we have. Whenever we are storing the data, based on the storage, monthly wise, it will generate the billing and it will share with us. So totally storage credits will be combination of compute layer plus storage there. Both the combinations it will go up. Okay, these are available in the Snowflake. I'll give so many things from for you, but right now I'm giving very basic information. On daily basis, when we are using, you'll learn a lot and lot. These are the sample set, guys. If you want, you can go with the sample set and do whatever you want. Okay. Even dashboards, I already mentioned, right? We have dashboards also. To load the data using web loading, we have this concept. So, like this, multiple concepts are available in the Snowflake, guys. So this is how today I will provide you my material for the account creation also. You can walk through that material and you can create your own account. I'm expecting you to be in next session and with the account. So that will be very helpful to us. Okay. And now I gave today's session only on what is Snowflake, why need to do Snowflake, and what is difference between traditional and Snowflake, and how to create the Snowflake account. These are the things what I explained you to now. Okay. So if you have any other doubts, it may be your our training related, or it may be Snowflake today's session related, or any other related details, doubts you can ask me. I will unmute all. Guys, in this our in Snowflake, mainly I'm saying in this training, I'm going to cover Snowflake admin related few topics. Development, I'm giving total attention for development because according to as per admin, development you have lot of scope in the market, lot of scope. How much is salary you ask, they are ready to give that much salary. Almost all companies. I cannot include MNC. MNC will have limited salaries, but other companies they're ready to give the packages what we are expecting. So that I'm going to cover, and also I'm going to cover AWS to Snowflake pipelines and Azure to Snowflake, nothing but ADF I can say, and DBT Snowflake to DBT. Okay, these all 5 to 6 combinations I'm going to cover in my project. Loading also concept also, bulk loading I'm going to cover. Okay, I'm going to cover web loading, bulk loading, pipes, snow pipes, batch process, ADF loading. All this I'm going to cover. Advanced topics also I'm going to cover with masking policy, data sharing, like a multi-clustering concept, micro partitions, like this different concept I'm going to cover here. Okay. So you will feel like end-to-end project. Whatever I'm doing in real-time end-to-end project, same project I'm representing here with the different concepts. So you never feel like you cannot attend for interviews. Once my training is completed, 100% you can attend for interviews. Already my going on batches are attending for interviews. So with their experience, I'm saying my training is enough to crack the interview with a combination of Snowflake with DBT. Okay. Okay, guys. I already unmuted. Please ask your questions. Pradeep, ready. Pradeep, ready.
Yeah, hello, ma'am. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Normally, compared to Azure Data Factory,
Hmm.
normally it involves Azure Data Factory, Azure Synapse Database, something like that. So, compared to that Azure Data Engineer professional job role, the same the technologies covers in the Snowflake also. No?
Hmm. Yeah, you are
Is-
asking me. Okay. Yes. What advanced comparing to Azure Data Factory or whatever Synapse, what you are saying, comparing to that, it is covering more advanced topics. If I say, as a data warehouse level, whatever the analysis people, analysis team required, all that analysis with the advanced concept, we can get a benefit from here. It will be
Acha,
lot
acha.
of difference. One example I'll say, if you go with the one profile, I have my first batch profile, Azure data engineer person. Okay, he also learned Snowflake. His name is Vinay. He also learned the Snowflake and he came into the Snowflake from Azure only, because Azure is not sticking with one process. Multiple changes are happening very frequently. So that guy not comfortable that much frequency. As a developers, we also require some time to adapt, right? Not immediately day to day changes we cannot accept. So all that cases, he felt that his job is hectic and he moved to Snowflake. So that is he explained me a lot and lot, like what is benefits in Snowflake and comparing to Azure, what are the face issues that he faced. So with all this information I'm saying, if you go with Azure, or you want to become Azure data engineer or Snowflake data engineer, concept wise or technology wise or professional work balance life, Snowflake is good to go.
Okay, nice to hear this.
Yeah.
Another question. So Snowflake also handles the huge big data volume model, right?
Obviously, obviously, because if it want to handle the huge big volume in any technology, I'm not talking only Snowflake, storage issue, compute issue. Storage it is providing unlimited. Whenever you have data, please store it monthly wise at the end of the month. How much you use, that much you need to pay. Compute also it is saying you can use whatever you want, how much resources to execute the query, we will provide to you. Later on, you can pay for that. So with this unlimited concept of both compute and storage layer, it can handle the huge data. There is no restrictions of the data. TBs, if you observe in free trial account also, even they're providing the TBs data. GBs, this is GB data. I'll show you TBs
Yeah,
data also. So that is
yeah, got it.
possible.
Got it. Got it. Another small question.
Yeah.
Normally, in ETL technologies, data integration, data quality, for this separate tools are there. So in Snowflake also for data integration, data quality check, any separate tools are integrated
Not
in that
required.
also.
In Snowflake itself, it will handle. You no need to for integration purpose. I mean, based on your requirement is also important. Based on that requirement, all the possibilities are available in Snowflake itself. You no need to go outside actually.
Okay, fine. It's a combination of different services and like
Yeah.
that you are saying.
Like yes, that only will happen. You maximum, you won't go out of the Snowflake actually.
Normally in Informatica, uh, Power Center, data quality, MDM, separate tools and services are available. No, so you are
Yes.
saying all these are integrated in the Snowflake, right?
Snowflake
You are
itself.
saying.
So with my experience, I am saying till now
Okay.
for Snow, whatever the my project, this project is huge, big project, not small. Different departments are there in one project only. Multiple departments again. Sub projects like that is there. Still, we are not using any other separate tools for data quality or whatever you asked. If for any only Snowflake we are using, DBT we are using. I didn't see any other separate tools only for this.
Okay, got it. Thank you, ma'am.
Even
Thank you.
testers also won't use. So we no need to worry.
Hey, hi, Session.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, so this is with respect to the storage and compute that I asked earlier. So during the account creation, whichever cloud provider that we are selecting,
Mm-hmm.
say if you are going with AWS, so if you create a warehouse in Snowflake, it's going to occupy. So say here in your screen the compute warehouse X small. So
Mm.
whatever cloud provider that we have selected, it's going to create your storage resources on that cloud provider. So my question is like, do we have no a- as a developer or as a business, will I be able to see where the data is getting stored? I know Snowflake handles all those, but um, what
Only
kind of
yeah.
resource they use in order to store?
You are expecting the process to see how AWS and Snowflake is connecting and how where Snowflake is storing in AWS, right? That internal, very
Correct,
deep level. That
correct.
100% there is no chance to do. They're not giving any permission for us. Not only you, if you do paid account also, they won't give permission to you.
Okay, so it all happens by Snowflake internally.
Snowflake,
So
yeah.
it's
We will
okay.
handle to Snowflake. We will keep on Snowflake hands. Snowflake will do that process. There is no other chance to deal with that process. In
Got it.
S3, which S3 bucket, in which the region I can say, because I am selecting a Singapore region, right? Backend
Yes.
AWS also will handle on Singapore only. But like how we are going AWS account or login S3 bucket, how we are seeing like that we cannot see.
Okay, got it.
Mm,
And one more question regarding the data backup, or you said
mm,
we have the time travel option.
mm,
I know that
true.
for business and I mean your enterprise and business critical, like we have like around 90 days back, we can go and see, right?
Yes, yes.
So um, my question is like, you said they are using some cloning method.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like an object kind of thing which they store it without using any actual storage,
Yeah.
any physical storage?
Time travel you can use for two ways. One is you can occupy the space and you can load that, you can store the data. No, I don't want to waste my consumption is with using clone concept without occupying space and you can store the data. Cloning concept
And
is different, time travel is different actually both.
oh, okay. So for time travel, you mean it actually uses the physical space. Uh,
That is totally on our choice, developer choice.
okay, and extra cost that we'll have to pay, right, in case we select physical.
If you select the clone, extra charges for storage layer is not required. No, I don't. Yeah, if you want to store again the data back to storage layer, then extra charges will be applicable. Not for the time travel concept, only for this storage cost.
So time travel doesn't use your clone or your extra space that the backup space that we use, because
No,
how does that work?
time travel actually, suppose your name is Raghavendra, right?
Hmm.
You change it to Raghava, for example. So first
Hmm.
data is Raghavendra, second data is Raghava. You have 60 days time travel period for your table. Okay. So your
Okay.
old data is there, new data is there. This will keep separate on the changes what you made in your name. It will create separate micro partition. Micro partition means separate space for the new updated data. Okay, old is maintained and new is maintained. Still 60 days, whenever you want, you can go to that time travel concept and you can pick that old name, whatever before changes happened. So, like the 60 days data was maintained in the storage layer only. Once it happened, 60 days is completed, then time travel fail safe zone 7 days will be there. Later on, it totally removed from the storage layer. Like that, it won't rewrite the changes. It will create the old changes and new changes are added in a separate storage. Like that, time travel will work. Again, specific cost it won't take from us.
Okay. So it's all part of the basic charge that they.
Time travel, yeah.
Okay. Good.
Hi, this is Sanjeev. Yeah, I
Mm.
have a couple of questions.
Mm.
So, what is the difference between Snowflakes and DBT? Because when we have ELT and ETL covers
Mm.
Snowflakes, so
Mm.
why we need to go for DBT?
For advanced transformations, I can say that's the answer. And DBT, you can if you expect, I don't want to use Snowflake. Totally, I'll go with DBT. Means DBT don't have DBT cloud don't have any storage system. It have to depend on BigQuery, Snowflake, Redshift, or any other. So many other I'll show you at the time of DBT integration time. So many other technologies are there. On top of that, it have to depend for the data. So DBT only for transformation, no data storage. That's the reason we cannot
Oh,
completely move to DBT and we cannot completely move to Snowflake because it have storage layer, compute layer, even whatever the queries you are running in DBT, at the back end, it will run on Snowflake only. I'll show you. Once I execute DBT code, the backend it will connect to Snowflake and that query execution will show in our query history also. But still, why we are using DBT means code management is easy. Changes when as a developer, if you want to do code changes from one environment to another environment, that is very easy handling in DBT, which we don't have that Git repository all concept in Snowflake. Now DBT have that all advanced code management process. That's the reason mainly we are using DBT. But end of the
oh,
day, again it will store back to Snowflake, handled by Snowflake only.
okay. So you mean we can deploy a code through
Deployment,
DBT itself to
yes,
different environments like
yes,
UAT production? Okay, we
right,
can package and deploy. Okay, got it.
yes. And
And do we have?
And
Go
now
ahead,
one more
please.
thing, we can reuse the code multiple times. If you go to, I mean, if you go with the DBT concept, if you create one model, that model will be used in multiple code places. So no need to repeat our logic or codes. Macro one there. Macro is also best concept. Logically, one time if you fix, multiple times same macro you'll use. Like this, multiple few concepts benefits are there in DBT. That's the reason people are running back of it.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. And I have one more question.
Mm.
So, do we have a similar concept like a Kafka in Snowflakes, like where we streaming the data, like
No,
real-time
Snowpipe.
data?
Snowpipe, I can say. Even
Oh,
Kafka
Snowpipe.
also too much real-time data, it won't give. Some minutes or seconds gap will be there, right? Once the data is
Yeah, yeah,
entered into
yes,
application. Yeah, some gap, not
yes,
too
yes.
much.
There will
Yeah.
be time interval.
Time
Yeah,
maintenance,
5 minutes
time
or
span.
1 minute.
Yeah.
Yes.
Same
Oh,
like Snowpipe is
oh,
also is there. Once the data is available, suppose your source system is connected to AWS, AWS connected to Snowflake. So once source system is available, data is available in source system. Immediately, if you are able to trigger that data into S3 bucket, okay, as a files, Snowpipe concept is there. Immediately, once the files are available, it will pick the data and will load into the Snowflake. So within fraction of time minutes, this all process we can complete. That process is available. Snowpipe I can say for streaming data, almost
oh,
like Kafka.
thank you, ma'am. So, one last question.
Yeah,
Um, I'm sorry, I forgot that
yeah, you can
question.
recollect and you can ask no problem.
Yeah, sure.
Meanwhile, others you can ask.
Hi, Sai Sri.
Mayuri, yeah.
Yeah. Do you need any tool like SVN to store the SQL script and procedure function like that?
In Snowflake, you are asking.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to do any tools. For example, if you create a table, a store proc one I can take. You want the
Okay.
script, right? You can go with
Mhm.
get DDL. You'll get all the DDLs there itself. Get DDL is the key function I can say to get the DDLs from Snowflake. You no need to use any tools for that specifically. But script again, I'm saying DDLs I mentioned here script wise. Okay, if you create one script is
Mhm.
different. For example, you made the join condition of multiple tables. Am I right? With
Yeah.
that combination, that kind of script, you cannot store here itself. You can save in the worksheets actually. Separate
Okay.
worksheets will be worksheets. You can label it the name and you can save there. But we as a Snowflake developer, what we will do means once we done that creation of the logic, we will obviously load into the different tables, final table, view table, some names will keep and we will load the data there itself. So that cases we no need to store any script. No, specifically I want to run manually different times for understanding or something the requirement purpose. You have to save it in worksheets or any other your resource systems like that. There is no tools for this separately here.
Okay. Then, for example, if any previous release is there and if any next release comes, in that case, our data is stored in Snowflake account, right?
I mean, here that's the reason. And you're not storing privileges. You won't store any code here
Okay.
manually. Like DBT, you can achieve that actually. Snowflake, you
Oh,
cannot.
yeah. Yeah.
Snowflake
Okay.
cannot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple
Fine.
concept. Multiple joins are there. You are running that joins. You are getting some output. That output we will try to recreate one more new table for storing that output. But if you want to store save that particular query, you have to go with the worksheet rename, or you have to pick it and you have to keep your Git repository or your own Word documents or the Confluence pages like that you have to maintain.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Thank you.
That kind of issues are resolved in DBT. In DBT, you no need to store anything. Already
Hmm.
it is linked with Git repository. It will store the code itself. Any code, select star from also it will store.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Thanks.
Like this, some differences are there. Why DBT means like this, few differences are there, and it making Snowflake is already powerful. It is making too much powerful because of DBT combination. And guys, many people have, I mean, not only for my training, generally I'm giving just suggestion for you. The how market is running back of technology, same combination we have to look at on from our side also. No, I will go 100, 200% pro in Snowflake means nobody will accept you. Only Snowflake, they want different. Who know 50 to 60% Snowflake and add on additional technologies, they will prefer that candidates much more than you because he can jump he can work on multiple combinations. If they hire you, Only you can hire, you can be pro on Snowflake. For their project, Snowflake is only 40 to 60% requirement. Maybe that cases your profile will be low. That's the reason my designing of the course is different. You will be pro in Snowflake. Parallelly, you will go with other technologies also. This you always follow the combination of market, not ours for combination. Okay, I am following the combination of the market, and I'm giving this course content to you. So, and one more thing, you no need to worry. I am learning Snowflake. I'm keeping a lot of efforts on this combination. Is it go for long time? Means obviously 5 to 10 years, you no need to turn your back, your head back. But how good you are with the projects, how dedicated you are working, that's up to you. You have to decide and you have to work, right? If you are if you are seriously working on the project, 5 to 10 years will be pro, and you will be add on to the new technologies, not you won't remove totally existing technologies. You keep your skill set at back of you, and you will add on top of it. That's it. Okay, yeah, others please go ask the question.
Yeah,
I
ma'am,
stop you.
this is Sanjeev again. So
Yeah,
yeah, this is Sanjeev again.
yeah.
So actually, in data warehousing concept, we have like dimensions and facts, right? So we always deal with these kind of tables. So we have a similar concepts here also, like we
Here
in
actually
Snowflakes.
yeah, in Snowflake, nobody will say dimension fact combination generally. Who is coming
Mhm.
from the old technology, they will speak little bit, but as a new trend, nobody will speak separate specifically dimension fact tables, because
Fact tables.
yeah, because
Mhm.
dimension tables is nothing but which is coming from business team members, right? Which source system, I can say all the
Yeah,
required
it's static
columns,
data.
all
Yeah, it's a static.
static data.
Yes.
But this dynamic fact tables is totally depend on measurable columns, a business related data columns,
Yeah,
right?
aggregation. Yes.
That developers will decide with the help of product owners. Guys, product owner is one of the role in the projects. Okay, don't worry, that's not separate
Yeah,
subject.
it's agile.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
As well, in Azure, product owners will be there. They are the owner for their
Mhm.
product. So they will decide which business columns they require specifically. We will also give suggestions. Even they will also participate and they will decide like that. Separately, no particular concept we are using for this fact and
Okay, so
dimension.
like what I would like to understand is like in case if we want to do any aggregation,
Hmm.
data aggregation, so we straight away apply these kind of aggregations in the tables itself, raw
Yeah,
tables.
yeah, you can prepare. Your tables will be in a structured manner. Whatever game you want to play, you can play on top of the data. No problem.
Oh, okay,
And source
kind of.
system will be maintained. Means once the data is loaded into Snowflake, nobody will disturb the data. How it is, that same data will be maintained there. In the mid layer only, you'll do whatever the changes you want on top of the data, because we will keep one backup storage for us also, means source related, not going back to again source system. It will be very hectic for connecting with those source system. They will won't give much flexible working hours, all these cases. What they will do means, for safe set, they will maintain 1 year or 6 months raw data in raw layer, consumption layer and staging layer, they will do whatever they want. Later on, yearly once, they will do cleanups. Data cleanup task also they will create, and they will keep for themselves. Hide people,
Oh,
product owners, hide people.
okay. In
Like
generally in development, first when we are using Snowflakes, right? Is there any specific project flow we need to follow, like staging tables or and then target
that
tables,
project to
like
project. When I
yeah.
go with Capgemini, for example, they will say
Mhm.
silver layer, bronze layer, gold layer. Okay. Other projects they will go. They will say prod. They have prod UAT. Some projects they will say raw layer, staging layer, and conformal layer. So terms will be little bit different, but almost all are same only.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, these
Thank you.
terms we will see. Project to not project, company to company or client to client. Names a little bit. Maximum people will say they've prod UAT. This is the almost fixed one.
Okay. So, okay, one last question maybe. So in Informatica, we have different transformations, right? Like lookup and procedure. Those is there any such kind of like transformations here also, like where we can drag and drop or
Which transformations? Informatica, can you repeat? Transformation.
yeah, like a lookup transformation, joiner, inner joiner, like.
That all join concept, we have windowing functions, we have air clause, whatever you want to do in SQL, all else are supported here. Average,
Okay, and
aggregations, regular expressions, all these are possible.
okay, where we apply in the
Yeah, because
selection.
they see,
Okay.
if it is
Mhm.
not possible, data warehouse concept we cannot handle, right? For business
Yeah, yeah.
requirements, yeah, it's impossible. You have.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
Oh,
hi.
you, ma'am.
but how can we use it as a ETL tool then?
When you are doing extract and transform, right? When you are doing transformation, in few concepts you can do whatever the transformation. For example, this I think everybody knows that source system always go with a varchar or string. If you observe maximum what I
Yes.
observed, I'm saying that kind of data types only it will take. But if
Right.
you want to transform it into separate, suppose in this say salary, it should be float like that. Any changes you want, you can do the transformations on top of the data and you can load into the Snowflake. This kind of changes we can do in the middle of extract and load.
Okay.
But why I am not suggesting that means it is possible. 200% ETL is possible here. Many projects are working. But why I am not many whatever the I observed the projects I'm saying, people never do changes on top of the raw data. They need compulsory one raw set how the source is maintaining Oracle database or any other database, how the source data they are maintaining raw data, same data they'll maintain in one layer. Later on, they will do these transformations and load into the staging layer. So here, extracting from source layer and transforming and loading into the stage layer. Here it is performing ETL only, like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ma'am, sorry. Yeah, here do we need to like any we need to write any scripts to connect to the any other for different source systems like Oracle or any other?
Connectors we have, suppose Oracle is there, for example, JDBC,
Mhm.
ODBC connectors directly. It's a connector, you giving the server related details like that. You have to make the connectors only. Specific script we never write. Only for Snowpipe you have script.
Okay, we
For
have to create
inte-
connectors and then we
yeah,
have to call.
integrations you have script. For other tools, ETLs or third party, whatever it may be, connectors maximum we will use here. I can also show
Okay,
you my SQL Server connector, but they're asking paid account, which I cannot give. So
okay,
in
yeah,
real time, my project totally right now is SQL Server. Before that, Postgres, I worked with Postgres connection. Before that, Oracle I used. So all are connectors only. Because if we don't keep hands in that process actually, 1000% we don't keep actually. But we should know how it is happening as a developers, right? So that's the
yeah,
reason I
yeah,
got this
yeah.
information.
Maybe
But
some
generally,
projects they will
uh,
start from scratch, so that
scratch.
time we need
No,
more hands on.
nobody
Yeah,
will keep your if it is starting from scratch. Also, it's a little bit paid and source system, right? Easily they
yeah,
won't give access for all everyone to connect. They will keep meetings and they will sit and they will make the connections and they will give access to us because
yeah, yeah,
they are worried about the source system. That is not much easy to handle by everyone.
yep,
You should know
yep. Thank you,
background.
man.
If you are not working, also you should know background. That's it.
Hi, Sai Sri.
Yeah,
Raghav again here.
yeah.
So I have questions regarding your semi-structured data. So we
Mm-hmm.
have other technologies like MongoDB or MarkLogic which handle your semi-structure or those are schema agnostic, right? So you don't need to follow any structure there. So say suppose I'm loading a random data with the structure is not good. Say I'm loading an XML data. Now, I understand that in Snowflake you will have to any whatever it is, even if it is semi-structured, you will have to convert it into tables, and tables are schema oriented. So how will that handle?
I cannot say it cannot load the semi-structured data because with variant data type in a single column. Okay. Now it made some more updates actually, not single column also. JSON by itself it is able to handle the rows also. Anyway, in training we can handle that. But in a single column, it will load whole semi-structured data. We can see our semi-structured data in the Snowflake itself. But if we want to make any business or query related all this, You have to extract the data into structured way and then you have to perform. It will allow you to load the data. It won't it won't object anything. It will allow you.
Okay, but in order to query, you will have to extract it into a table
Yeah,
and then you
because
will have to perform a
yeah,
SQL.
you are doing queries on join condition or aggregation, specific column basis. Then it's in the
Mhm.
semi-structured data. It cannot take that column, right? We will extract it with the help of function. We will extract it in structured data and we'll maintain that tables.
Any idea like what happens internally when we convert it? Say you'll have to view it as a table, right? Say XML data. So what happens internally in Snowflake in order for it to convert it into a table?
We will use XML get and lateral flatter function. Because of that, it is converting.
Oh, okay. So
Mhm.
internally it uses some passing
Yeah. Lateral
function to,
flatten is for parsing process only. XML get will extract the data. We will have tag name and data also, right? Generally, XML only you'll have tag name and data also.
data.
So
Correct.
which one we have to pick will be helped by the XML get. Like that, it will extract the data.
Okay. And the performance, because before querying, you will have to convert it into table, right? So,
No, before if you want, you can say select star from table name. It will show the semi-structured data. Only for joining combination that it won't work, right? For that purpose, we will extract. You
okay.
can see the data in Snowflake in this semi-structured way
So,
only.
okay. Just if you want to extract particular or analyze on top of that, only then we'll have to go with
Right.
converting to table. Okay. And one more question with respect to masking.
Uh-huh.
You said that Snowflake handles, say for example, we have a table with one of the column is actually a private that's much private to I mean it's a very key data, no one should be able to see it, or only specific role or user should see it. In that case, can Snowflake hide that a particular column to particular users?
Not user basis. I can say
Role
it's
base.
totally on a role basis.
Huh.
It will hide the data in a masking. How you'll see supermarket, our phone number will be star star something like that, right?
Okay,
So
like that.
special characters combination masking it will do. No, I want to hide the total employee ID 10 is there. I want to hide the total employee ID information only. That is called
Mm.
row access policy. This is called masking. That is row access. Entirely the particular row will be disabled for that particular person. I mean, a role, suppose this admin role should not see that employee ID 10. So we can hide from that particular role like that.
Okay, so then um, I mean views are also used in the same fashion, right? So when will you go for views and when will you go for this kind of masking?
Views, okay. Views, you are going, I mean, you can create the views excluding that column, right? Generally.
Correct.
Uh, if I mean that is total our decision actually. If we don't know data will come continuously, updates will happen continuously, then better to go with masking only, right? Because it is
Mm.
applying on the live data only. No, it will be rarely, not frequent basis, then we can go with the view by filtering concept again, filtering on top of the column or excluding the one specific column, something like that we can go in that cases.
Okay, so both options are
Yeah, if
feasible,
it
but
is
based upon
sensitive
the
data, people will go with the masking only because it's specifically designed for sensitive data.
okay,
Future
got it.
is there already, so they will use. I understood. If one person don't want to see phone numbers, in place of select star, you will write select all the columns, excluding the phone number. You only add the phone number column. Then from the table, okay, you will create the view. Am I right?
Correct.
Suppose that is a column base, means almost like masking policy. If row access policy means you will say where department is equal to tech team. I mean not in
Some filter.
not in filter you will mention. So now you don't get tech team department. That is called row access policy combination. But you have to maintain so many views, right? For each department you have to maintain each view, right? For example,
Mm.
If you want to see all the data in one place, again you have to maintain separate view. See, it's very confusion. If you use masking policy or row access policy, based on your roles, it is giving the data. This is easy and flexible for the developers.
Okay, so the need for views are reduced here in
Yeah.
Snowflake. Okay,
Multiple views I have to create as per a views concept.
got it. Thank you.
It's not flexible. Yes. Okay, guys, we have 4 more minutes. You can ask the question. Yeah, Suresh, Sanjay.
Hi, Sai Sri. Suresh here. Like Oracle, we have a database admin and developer
Right.
jobs, right? Like in Snowflake, do you have any uh, separate duties which can only be performed by sales Snowflake's admin uh, versus developer?
Snowflake admin jobs are there. I'll agree that. But only pure Snowflake they won't take for you because Snowflake is a very less work available for the admin. Very less work. Initial days we will have a middle days of the project will have because of changing and maintenance, understanding resources and rechanging that. So very less amount of the work you'll have, right? So that's the reason opportunities will be too low. And
Okay.
also maximum if you observe admin team will come from the client side only.
Okay.
Okay.
So in
And
this course, are you going
that particular admin person won't be like a only Snowflake admin. He will work with different technologies admin in the same project. So
right?
the profile will be little bit hectic for coming up jobs. Right now, if you get admin job also, in future your profile will be again in the danger zone. That's the reason I don't prefer that admin.
Okay. So in this course, are you going to cover any admin activities?
Obviously, how to create the rows, users, warehouses, database creation, schema creation, that all admin work only. I'm going to cover that.
Okay. That's great.
Even monitor, resource monitor concept, this all required for us.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
One last question. So is there any way we can write a code, Python code, and then we can call? Sometimes we may need to deal with unstructured data, right? Like where, is there any mechanism in Snowflakes?
We have to write the script for that. The same script will keep in the procedure or any other triggering task like that, a task combination. So every time data comes, we will trigger that. It will extract on that script basis. That mechanism we have.
Oh.
But one project I observed, what I observed, I'm saying they already have semi-structured data, but they used some other tools before loading the data to Snowflake for making the structured way. I cannot say everyone will follow this script.
Same
Project to
structure.
project, yeah, we cannot. But if you have semi-structured data, client is giving, I don't know, you have to deal with the semi-structured data means we have the process. No worries about that. In my real time also, I mules of data, I think so. I process the semi-structured data, XML data only.
Okay.
Yeah, but it depends. I
Thank
say we cannot take decisions, right? We
So
have
semi-structure, okay.
uh,
Yeah. Semi-structure in the sense Excel
XML JSON will
dot
be
and
more
CSV.
popular.
Yeah,
CSV
JSON.
structured again.
Yeah.
CSV
Yes.
structured.
Comma base. C. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Maximum XML JSON you will see in the market. Parquet ORC Avro, that's a big data technology people will use much in real time. Snowflake will support anyway, but I didn't see those combination projects. Even I didn't heard about that projects till now in my area.
okay. So by any chance, did you get a chance to process unstructured data? Like
No.
semi-structured, I know JSON
Unstructured
and
means images, you can say, audio, video, something like that. This unstructured data. Snowflake won't support that.
okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for clarifying a couple of questions.
Hey, Amar here. I had a question.
Amar, yeah.
Do we are we including going
Amar,
to
I'm
include?
not able to hear. If you're speaking, I'm unable to hear you.
Are you able to hear me now?
Yeah, hi.
Hi. I had one question where actually, like, are we going to use create Python? See, you have like Snowflake scripting, right? SQL you do it. So same way, I mean, like, are we going to cover Python based also here in this?
Can you repeat the question again?
See, I mean, like, you can create procedures using Snowflake, right? I mean,
Store procs, okay.
store
SQL
process. I mean, like, are you going to teach us like with Python also we are going to
Python, we won't use SQL. In Snowflake, 99% maximum people will use SQL only. Python, we won't use actually. Irrelevant process it will happen again. Because why I'm sticking to SQL means many developers in our projects also they'll go with the SQL only. If we write different language, we are the responsibility again to convert into SQL for their modification. So if you write the SQL, everyone can modify any requirement future comes, they can easily handle that. That's the reason mainly.
But yeah, as a part of the curriculum, are we not including? Because I mean, for like a data science and everything, I mean, machine learning.
If you see, if you have interest, I'll help you to learn. No worries in that for you.
Oh,
But
okay.
my suggestion, your flow should be good in the long term is SQL only. I will ask you to prefer. Everyone, if you write in Python, for example, other developers are not comfort. Again, they will ask you to convert into SQL. That will be double work for you.
Okay. Got your point. Yeah.
If you want, I will help you how to learn. No problem.
Oh, maybe like some material if I get.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes recruiter will also ask irrelevant questions. Because of that, also you'll get doubts.
Well, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Ramesh, how IAS is linked with Snowflake means if you go to IAS, you just have to add the credential URL of the Snowflake. Very simple connection actually. Once you connect with that, automatically data you can move from IAS to Snowflake. It's a small connection with the credentials and URL.
Not just a connection, but how is it really important to know Snowflake as an ISS developer? Because in interviews, they're expecting me to know Snowflake as well. Do they really mean just the database or the whole Snowflake they wanted? I didn't get what they exactly wanted to.
Okay, you're asking Snowflake is just like database or something like that?
Yeah, I mean in ISS project, they are using this Snowflake just as a database target, or they wanted to use it in anything else? Because in interview,
I worked my previous guideware project is related to IACS only. Okay, my previous project. They have data in IACS. They used to bring to Snowflake. They used to do process again sending back to Oracle. So like this different combinations will happen. Some projects only the Snowflake is only database wise. That's it. DBT will do all transformation. Some projects Snowflake will do end to end. That we cannot decide actually. We have to say as per our project we have to give justification.
okay, as part of this training, are we going to cover database concepts as well in Snowflake?
Whatever required for Snowflake interviews and Snowflake job execution purpose, I will cover everything. Because I'm just covering whatever I done in my real time projects till now, and whatever I'm doing right now in current project that I am explaining. So end to end will be helpful. You can crack the job with my course. I can say that.
Ma'am, will Snowflake supports data migration projects? Like
Yeah.
suppose we want to move data from one
Yeah,
database to
obviously,
another.
right now, so many migrations happen to Snowflake. Because of advanced technology, many projects are migrated to Snowflake.
Okay.
Like Teradata to Snowflake, for example. Informatica to Snowflake. These migrations are impossible only.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
I think almost they're done with migration projects now. All are settled down with Snowflake clearly. Because in 2019-20, I found much migration terms. Right now, almost everybody is migrated the projects. Now they are doing development, implementations are happening much.
Yes, yeah, I do agree with you.
Yeah. Any other doubts, guys? So daily basis we'll have every day 8:30 to 8 o'clock to 9:30 session. The next coming up session will get update from our team. Okay, they'll post in the group chat. You can follow that updates. If anybody are missing to add in the group chat, please contact to our team. Already you know if you visit to website, you'll get the number also. They will help you to add in the group and to access the material also. I'll share today's notepad, material, everything to you. You can follow that. Okay.
One question, Sashri. So, um, in the website we are able to see some recordings. So, will we be able to see the current recording that we had today?
Hi, they will provide separate access for you. Separate.
Okay.
Today's,
Thanks.
I mean, your for your batch, you have one separate folder. That folder will be accessed by you with your email IDs. The process, everything will be explained by our team members.
Okay, good. Thanks.
Uh, can you please share the website link?
Sorry, Sharma, you're asking something.
This is Rohit. Can you please
Yes.
share the website where we can see recordings?
Yeah, that is totally handled by team only. That's the reason I'm saying. Just
Okay.
they will ping you in the groups actually in a WhatsApp group. You can follow the steps. Still, you are not able to find means they will help you to for connect directly with you and they will guide you where you have to access.
Okay.
That is a
Thank you.
process. I cannot help you directly. It's some linked process
Yeah,
downloading
yeah, no problem.
software. Yeah, that's the reason.
Hi, Shashi. This streaming data is like a live streaming data only or for
Live.
file
That's
data
what I'm
as well?
saying. Live streaming only I can say, but not 100% real time data. Without a seconds gap, you won't find like that. You'll have minutes gap like that live streaming data only.
Okay. It's not for a file data or whatever we are getting from CSV file or JSON file.
For any file, this is live data only. You can fetch any
Live.
data. The file format
Okay.
is not an issue. How you see once the data is available in cloud providers, immediately it will keep into the Snowflake. That pipe will handle. But how accurately, fastly you are loading the data from Oracle or some source system to cloud is depends again. So based on that, the time gap will be created.
Okay.
Maximum live data you can get it. No worries. Anyway. Okay, guys. Thanks for joining in the session. Let us meet in next session. Next session details and today's concept details. Everything will be explained by our team members only. So please don't worry about that. Okay. Yeah, okay, you're asking, is there any combination like Snowflake can be used as dataware solution in Azure project? Yeah, there is a chance, 100% chance is there. In Azure project only, if you want to use data warehouse concept, you can take the Snowflake and you can integrate with the Snowflake Azure blob storage with system with Snowflake and you can use as a dataware concept. Same how you are using AWS, Azure you can use, GCP also you can use. There is a Thank you, guys. So sorry, I disconnected and reconnected. Thanks for joining in the session. Let us meet in next session. Okay. Have a good day.